Hello, this is Amela with some daily tarot inspiration and encouragement. I'm going to start with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Waxing Gibbous Moon 2, Fear. Fear. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. I am courageous. If there is one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it is fear. Experiencing fear is built in, a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive. There is a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us to keep out of a dangerous situation or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us wary. However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them, a fear that is unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps based on an outmoded experience or something that is buried so deeply we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with the positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. Fear has many names. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependence, procrastination, bullying, people-pleasing, and disconnection. More overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. There is, however, a kind of antidote to fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long-term power against it. While we can be fearful and courageous at the same time, and I think courage contains a mighty big dose of fear, we can choose to face that fear and flow through it until we fear less and then eventually become fearless. The process isn't always graceful. It isn't always impressive because it may be slow. Taking slow, deliberate steps isn't always easy. It isn't always apparent to others, so it should be about us measuring how far we come and not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful no matter what form it takes. The next card is going to be from the Native Spirit Oracle. Spirit Keeper of the South. Abundance and prosperity in all forms. Expansion, surging energy, activity, rapid growth, movement. Be open to receiving the bounty of the universe. In the medicine wheel, the south is the direction that symbolizes the warmth of the noonday sun, summertime, the full moon, and a time of rapid growth. Crops grow with vigor during the summer months. In the human cycle, it also represents the vitality of childhood. This is your time to shine. It is also a time of great bounty in all areas of your life. Open your arms to receive gifts from the universe. If you want to take part of the journey, you can stand facing south during the midday. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun opening your heart center. Absorb the sunlight as you sense yourself absorbing the abundance of the universe. Next, I'm going to use the Journey of Love Oracle. Heart of God, you are part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth, the women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description, and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love, and the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on those beneath you as stars falling from heaven. This oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now, is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. The creator says to you, leave it with me, it's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. When souls are touched with love sublime, and hearts unleash the wonder found, a promise made somewhere in time of words that speak without a sound. In gratitude we transcend space and bless the gifts we now can keep, of thoughts caress in soft embrace, and eyes allowed in joy to weep. The moment's song that we compose will leave this life with no regret, and carry forth what we impose to chart against a course once set. For what we have is ours to own, each breath a step we measure sweet. Together now we wait alone, and walk in peace, our hearts complete. Now I'm going to draw 3 cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. The first card is Judgement. This card shows a female angel, a messenger of God, blowing a large golden trumpet. She is standing in the middle of a busy city, calling all the people to rise up and take a stand. She is a reminder that in the end we will all be judged for our actions and life choices. But past mistakes will be forgiven when we choose to change and make a new start. This card urges you to make amends by transforming your life. So positive meanings of this card include choices, redemption, making amends, atonement, and reconciliation. Negative aspects of this card include regret, blame, self-recrimination, and lack of self-awareness. So the themes we have so far in this reading include moving out of fear, abundance, prosperity, and rapid growth, and divine bliss. So when I look at this Judgment card, this is about making amends with yourself, forgiving yourself for any harsh self-criticism when you were beating yourself up in your head, when you had unrealistic expectations for yourself and it caused you a lot of unnecessary stress. When you didn't love, respect, and honor and value yourself, and instead you looked for that from other people. So this is really about moving out of regret, blame, and self-recrimination, and realizing, developing the self-awareness of your divine nature and your ability to be able to access bliss, to find refuge in the arms of God. And it involves letting go of your criticism and everything that you're thinking about that is keeping you from your bliss. In the context of this reading, this card is about your relationship with yourself. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. A young girl stands on the leaves of a plant holding a peony flower carefully in her hands. On her back, she carries a watering can, as her job is to take care of the garden. The flower symbolizes new beginnings coming to the young girl. She has to seize her chances and welcome the new opportunities life is offering her. Her dragonfly companion reminds her to stay aware of the challenges she might face in the future. The positive aspects of this card are new projects, tangible results, opportunities, commitments, and ventures. Negative aspects of this card are unrealistic plans, procrastination, impractical approaches, and wasted chances. So we see in this reading how fear and self-criticism and self-judgment is resulting in an obstacle to taking advantage of new opportunities with the Page of Pentacles. Face your fear and face your self-criticism head on. And the best way to do that is to sink into yourself, into your divine nature, to seek moments of bliss throughout your day and develop the habit. So the next card is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups pictures a sad woman dressed in somber colors. She stands in the middle of a lake, looking with disappointment at 3 flowers floating away. The flowers were separated from the branch she is holding in her hand. She is so focused on her loss that the woman does not seem to care about the 2 remaining flowers still blooming on the branch. Her regret is preventing her from moving on towards the other side of the lake. So positive aspects of this card are acceptance, looking for the silver lining, and moving forward. The negative aspects are loss, regret, defeat, disappointment, pessimism, and gloom. So these negative aspects are all things that we feel at some point in our lives, and instead of resisting them, it's better to let these feelings flow through us, just like the flowers in the picture. They're floating away. We can't shut ourselves off and prevent ourselves from trying to feel these emotions. If we become a superconductor of emotions so that we're really good at letting ourselves experience the emotions and not worry about having to do something about them or distract ourselves from them, then we become better at experiencing life and being open to experiencing life instead of always trying to have to control or manipulate our circumstances to avoid certain situations. If we have acceptance, even for all our fears, for all our any guilt or shame or feelings of regret that we're feeling, even if we know, oh, we don't want to feel those things, like those negative emotions, developing acceptance for feeling those emotions helps us process what's happening, because our emotions are the compass that helps us navigate our reality and guides us to, what we don't like and what values are, and then we can use that to give us direction, and then let go of any trying to hold on to those emotions through justifying with stories or reasons why these things happened in the past, or worrying or being anxious about things that may happen in the future. So overall, a very beautiful reading. As we move out of fear, let go of self-criticism and self-judgments, all the regret and disappointment that we felt in the past, being able to accept our experience and learn from it and see that how much we've grown from everything that's happened to us, and being able to move forward in new projects and opportunities and experiencing life in a really beautiful, blissful way. Thank you for watching.